and I am here to bring you guys another Tower God live reaction. Um, everything should be fine, and I think you should be able to hear me. I had like a little test run after before this, but yeah, I'm yeah, nothing much to say other than that. I'm still technically on my break from making videos, although I haven't. I've already made. I've already completed the audio for 2 of them, and I'm going to be editing them later. So yeah, but other than that, I've been taking a little break from them, and I've been doing editing projects for my school and for other people, right? So I've been focusing a little more on that. But other than that, it should be over soon. I think I want to get back into the groove of it, but I just wanted to take a little bit of break because the last video kind of burned me out a bit. But yeah, everything should be fine. I think I should be a little lower, but also that's to the benefit. Yeah, I think it should be fine. Cool. Yeah, so there's not really much to say anymore. Other than that, everything that I've really needed to say, I've been doing it in my community post, and I don't really want to repeat myself that much. Like, all the information's on my community post. The basicness is that I have memberships now and all that kind of stuff. But again, there's a whole post that I made on my community post about that if you want to check that out. And if any of that interests you, I'm never gonna force anyone to do anything, and I don't want to force anyone to do anything. But again, that's basically it. Just wanted to say that's a thing, and you can get all the information of that on my community post. And if you need any more questions about that, I can always answer them. But that's about it. That's my only thing that I have to say before the chapter starts. My predictions for this chapter is that we're gonna keep being in the flashback thing. It seems like it's since it is traumatized past guilt, it's gonna be focusing more on Traumarai later. Although for right now, I think we're gonna focus a little bit more on V since we just got introduced to him. Maybe. I wonder how he is, and I wonder what this whole thing with the God of Guardians and all this other stuff is going to be about. But other than that, I don't know if I don't know if I have like fully made my predictions. Let me do this for right now because I don't know if it's, sorry, something's happening with my chat, but I don't know if it's happening only for me or happening for you guys as well. Although I obviously know that probably no one's put anything on chat, but for me right now, the chat for me is going a little weird. I just want to check it out before I actually start. Let me get rid of this and then put it back. Okay. Okay, so now I should be back. Should be fine now. I think it was just something weird going on with my OBS, but I think everything should be fine. It doesn't seem like the stream actually glitched out. I'm also just gonna have my phone next to me just in case anything on OBS doesn't register. Okay, I'm good. Sorry about that. Needed to check something. What if Rachel never betrayed Bomb? What if Rachel never betrayed Bomb? That's a very interesting video. I feel like it's if Rachel never betrayed Bomb, she would never be able to climb the tower because that was the deal that she made with Head On. Head-On would not allow her to climb the tower if she didn't betray Bomb. I feel like that's what would have happened, honestly. I feel like it would have been divine intervention. It would have not been able to happen. If you want to say you, for some reason, you skip that part and you don't think that's what would happen, then it becomes a very different story. Bomb probably doesn't become as strong as he becomes without the training of Fug, because he doesn't go into Fug in this timeline, stuff like that. Become as strong as he does faster, you know what I mean? He doesn't become as like the monster that Jovial Grace is when we see him again in season 2. Yeah, but basically, yeah, that's basically what I think. I think if we're taking everything like full on, like every aspect of the story into account, Head-On doesn't allow that to happen. Head-On doesn't allow Rachel to keep climbing the tower if she doesn't betray Bomb, because that was her deal with Head-On, to keep climbing the tower. If you want to ignore that and then Bomb keeps climbing the tower with Rachel, and Bomb doesn't become as strong as he does without the help from FEG or Fug or whatever. And yeah, that's basically what I think. The basicness, you can go into a whole different timeline with that, but that's skirting more into the fan fiction because we don't know anything, right? But like, yeah, that's basically that. What I can say for that right now. So yeah, let's get into the actual chapter now. Yeah, but now chat seems to be fine for me. All right, chapter. We're getting into chapter. What chapter is this one? This is chapter 631, or season 3, 214. I made a mistake with the chapter number. Somebody corrected me. Thank you again, whoever did. I'm horrible with names, but I appreciate you for telling me that. But yeah, I was off with the numbers, and somebody corrected me. So yeah, let's start this chapter. It has a violence warning. So I feel like I forgot the last chapter that it didn't have a violence warning. It might have been. I think Haku said in one of my old ones that the last chapter without a violence warning was like a Tiara one, and I forgot which one it was. But yeah, I forgot what chapter it was, but we've had violence warnings a lot these past few ones. Okay, let's read. Hey, when did you all get here? We get V in all his naked gloriness. It's just so funny to me that he's just naked. And it's weird because Bomb didn't need to get naked. It kind of reminds me of that Team 4-Star joke where Vegeta died and he went to hell. I mean, he went to the afterlife, and they told him to take off his clothes, and he's like talking to Goku, and Goku's just like, I didn't have to take off my clothes when I died. I even had my weighted clothes on, and I didn't even die in those. And just he was like, that mother. Yeah, it just makes me laugh. It just it's weird. It's weird. Either that or this process, it's a little different than what Bomb did, because Bomb definitely didn't have to take off his clothes to go into the rice pot. But I also made a community post about last chapter. Let me go to the thing actually, because we're not going to see it in this chapter. Let me go to the last chapter. But I made a community post which was super cool detail. This portal thing was on the Hell Train in season 2, chapter something. I forgot what it was. The details are weird, but there was definitely a portal that led to the Guardian's room, just like this one. But obviously it's a million times more detailed because the art style is a million times more detailed. But it was definitely a thing all the way back in Hell Train, which was it's super dope to see the consistency. Let me go back to where it was. It wasn't that far. V, yeah, it's super crazy when we get to see V. How long have you been here? And why are you in your underwear? Still a funny line by Gusting, I think. Let me think. I guess it's been about 10 minutes. Something I've also been hearing about is the whole 10 minutes thing, and everyone's like been being like, whoa, Veal, like, you know, V, whatever. V did the revolution in just 10 minutes, right? But like, people have to understand that Bomb, it was like a Star Wars moment, like where he needed to leave earlier because of the whole thing. So he never did the revolution straight on. Like he didn't complete the revolution training until basically the end of the Hell Train in the hidden floor with Edwan. So but yeah, it's just like 10 minutes, it's still crazy, right? But again, we don't have a scale of how long it normally does take the revolution training to be completed. But 10 minutes is still crazy, but it's still just like, we don't even know if he completed the revolution training. You know what I mean? We just know that he did it, or he was doing it. 10 minutes. Why did he miss? I love how Yudong, I think it's Yudong who's saying this, and Yudong keeps saying what I've been saying. So it's like, why didn't you tell us in your pockets? Like, no one's using the pockets. It's so funny. We almost died out there. Oh, really? The 10 great families, leaders, forgotten companion. Sorry about that. Commonly known as V. Ah, goodness, it's so weird seeing V actually in the story, being an actual character and not just like the back of him, right? It's like, it's so crazy. Season 3, the battle between the family leaders for Tromride's Memory Fragments 1. So this is like a whole mini arc inside of arc or whatever. Yeah, this is like a whole little mini section of the battle between the family leaders. That's I like it. I don't know how many chapters it's gonna be. I doubt it's gonna be as many chapters as the what's it called? Amuse flashback. Amizu flashback. Sorry, I've been watching Dr. Boneheads. Yeah, Amizu, Amuse, doesn't really matter. I just like Amizu better, the name. It could be part of the Amizu flashback, but it's I don't think it's gonna be longer than that one. That was like a very long one, like multiple chapters. Sorry, that's all you have to say. I like how Tromride just straight up just runs up and kicks Viol. I keep saying Viol. V. It's just that I really think his name is Viol, like his actual real name is Viol. But I keep forgetting that it's not confirmed. It's just a theory. I'm gonna keep saying V. Right. He just comes up straight up and kicks V, and Gustang's rushing him, and then damn, Yidong straight up like blew her flames at him. That's crazy. He was able to block it though. Well, he was able to block it until Gustang got him in a headlock. That's funny. I like seeing these guys just as companions, just as friends. It's like you can see friends doing this. It's so funny. Did you also know that we can stop the mechanoids by breaking those pipes? Yeah. Then why were you walking around in here in there naked instead of smashing the pipes? I love how, again, the whole, I love how they're pointing out that he just butt ass naked. But well, he's not fully naked, but you know what I mean. But he's basically just naked. I was just curious to see what was in there. I love his eyes. I just really like the aspect that his eyes are like bluish, violet, not violet, like a bluish, purplish hue color, right? In some panels it's a little more blue, in other panels it's more like purple, some purple-ish, right? So I like his eye color, and I also like that his hair is not the same color as Bomb. It's black. It makes it a little differentiated. What? Hey, what the hell is wrong with you? They sure are an energetic bunch. The God of Guardians, looking at them like a proud father. The God of Guardians is a huge part of the development of power in the family heads' lives. Like, they learned the Shinto Black Hole Sphere from him, and revolution in general made them a lot stronger. I honestly don't know about how much, but Bomb's revolution training increased his power greatly, you know. Basically the revolution training is what made Bomb ranker level. So I would be guessing that's the same thing that happened to all of them. What if 10 great families join V? I feel like they don't have a story. What do you mean? Like, if the 10 great families joined V against Jihad wouldn't have won. I'm sorry. Like, it would be crazy to say, like, look, I get Jihad is it's kind of underrated that Jihad is a lot stronger than any family head. Like, it's underrated how much he gets downplayed to say Jihad is like, oh yeah, he's contending, but it'd be like a pretty tough. Yeah, it would be tough. I get that, but like, he's a lot stronger than any family head. Like, Aryahan is the strongest. He beat Aryahan 10 times, and Aryahan just stated that he can never beat Jihad. So like, any other family head should never be able to beat Jihad, in my opinion. But it's kind of unfair to say that Jihad can beat 12 people that are at least close to his level. You know what I mean? Jihad just gets, if they all turn against Jihad can't win. It's that simple. Jihad would have gotten defeated, beaten, whatever, and then maybe captured. Maybe they didn't want to kill Jihad, and then they just keep climbing the tower. It's that simple, honestly. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I'm guessing you answered my question. Like, if they teamed up against Jihad, yeah, Jihad doesn't stand a chance. Sorry about that. But like, in my opinion, Jihad doesn't win. Jihad either gets, if they don't want to kill Jihad, they imprison Jihad, they seal him or whatever, they do something, right? If they don't really want to kill Jihad, but if they will kill Jihad, if they're willing to kill Jihad, they will kill Jihad. It's that simple. And then they keep climbing the tower, and that's it, right? It's not really Bomb is not dead. And all the rest of the family heads keep climbing. Maybe they reach the outside of the tower. Who knows? We don't know that's the top. We can theorize that it is the outside, but we don't know, right? It's crazy. We don't know anything about the 135th floor, or only that the Guardian is said to be very like dangerous or something. I think that's like the verb that SAU used, something like that. I don't know, but it was said that he was rough, like his tests are hard, very difficult. So I don't know. But yeah, Jihad's not winning that confrontation if they all teamed up against him in that moment, I'm guessing. Even now, honestly. Wait, this is no way to treat a friend. They're just beating the crap out of V. Friend, die, you jerk. So fun. So, have you made your decision, user? This is an interesting thing. People, there was somebody who said, in chat yesterday that people kept using video game terminology in the tower, at this point of the tower, which is very interesting. And this is another part of it, like him saying user. I think it's very interesting that they're using like a video game verb, like verbs to like say what it is, like video game adjectives and stuff like that, like stuff like user, beta tester, stuff like that, to say what the tower is. It's very interesting. I don't know what it fully means, but yeah, I don't think the tower is literally a video game, but maybe to the people outside it is a video game, like some type of, it might be considered some type of game, the towers. So we don't know. Decision. You mean whether I'm going to share the new power with everyone or keep it for myself? That's right, like revolution. Like the process of revolution training. Is he going to share it with all his companions, or is he going to just keep the revolution training for himself? Huh, that's interesting. That's right. There's really only one possible answer to a question like that, isn't there? He's definitely gonna, yeah. I want to share with everyone, of course. Yeah. I can't climb this tower alone. Damn, also I was just gonna say, Charmine looks like a baby here. They all look like super young. And that's the thing, is that even if we see V right here, this is not how V looks at the end of his climb, We've seen some things about V from the end of his climb, or what it should be, and he always like it's very consistently that he wears robes. Like he wears like robes. We don't know what he's wearing, like what he wears here, but I'm guessing it might not be a robe. But yeah. He definitely isn't, it's just weird. But this shouldn't be what V always looks like. Maybe like his hairstyle always stays the same, but like his appearance definitely does change. Like look at everyone else here and see how they've changed from their current designs. So like, yeah, but I do like this line. I can't climb this tower alone. It gives a lot of context to how V views himself. Even if he has this new great power, he knows that he can't climb this tower alone. Very well. As a result of your decision, every living creature in the tower will receive the benefit of evolution. What? What's that mean? I'm sorry. Let me read that again. As a result of your decision, so the result of V choosing to, what I'm assuming is share the power of revolution to all his companions. Right? Every living creature in the tower will receive the benefits of evolution. What's that mean? Okay, let me just read. Maybe they're going to explain a little bit more. Of course, you won't be the only ones to evolve. Even your enemies and the seeds of evil planted within the Shinsu all around you will benefit as well. Huh. Even your enemies and seeds planted within the Shinsu all around you will benefit. So, okay, before I'm gonna make a little theory. It might be disproven right now if I turn the page, but who cares, right? Maybe this is something like, the only thing I can really compare it to is Jujutsu Kaisen. I guess. I mean, there's probably other medium, but I can't. It doesn't come up to the top of my head. It reminds me a lot. For those who don't know Jujutsu Kaisen, there's a character known Gojo. Most of you should know. Gojo, when he was born, he was so powerful. His birth was so powerful that it basically shifted the entire axis of his world and made the curses, the enemies, a lot stronger. Basically made every living, like all the sorcerers and all the curses, a lot stronger because of how strong he was. It literally, the world literally had to level up because of his decision. Not his decision, his birth, right? So like, I feel like this may be something similar, where because of V's decision, it made everything because of the decision to grant revolution to all his companions, it made everyone else in the tower also get a boost in power. Maybe that's what happens, or they say they evolve, which I would assume grants a boost in power. You know what I mean? Because it says you won't be the only ones to evolve. So not only the family heads, even your enemies and the seeds of evil planted within the Shinsu will all benefit as well. Revolution and evolution. Okay, so they're two separate things. Just from this, revolution and evolution don't always necessarily lead to good things. Okay, so we're learning more about the whole process, the whole more metaphorical sense of what revolution and, I guess, evolution is in the tower. Your decisions might end up strengthening evil beings, and you could be affected by the very same evil. Okay, these guys are just like, okay, these are just random monsters, you know, cool designs, right? This is just straight up the Tharissa, the blue Tharissa. Okay, so now that we know that the blue Tharissa is being included in all of this, let's read that again. Okay, revolution needs good things. Your decision might end up strengthening evil beings. You could be affected by the very same evil. The Tharissa, there's a point where, what is a Tharissa? What even is it? Because it could say that it's a piece of a guardian, because the red Tharissa is a piece of the guardian of the floor. But honestly, the Tharissas have been also described as demons, and we know demons exist in the Tower God universe. Demons, you know, like Kasano and Kasano and Horyang, yeah, Kasano, Horyang, Beta, they have demons placed inside of them by the workshop. Demons exist. Bomb, the blue Tharissa, is somewhat considered a demon. The red Tharissa would probably also be considered that. So maybe Tharissas mean demon or evil beings, and by this decision that V made, right, it led to the demons, Tharissas, whatever you want to call them, becoming more prevalent, strengthening them, and being more prevalent in the tower as a whole. That's very interesting. You or the people around you might be hurt or even killed as a result. So interesting to see the Tharissa. That makes these whole lines way more interesting to me. Like, if it was just like random monsters and we didn't see the Tharissa, I would have probably been like, okay, it's cool to know this, but what does it really mean? But now with the Tharissa, it's a little more of a hint to speculate on, right? Because that's just the Tharissa. Are we gonna? It's legit just that, right? There's nothing more. Are you sure you won't regret this? Yeah, I'm sure. I don't want any special privileges. Everyone needs that power. What a Yeah, every single line. That's the thing, is that when you introduce a character that was so shrouded in mystery, every single line tells you about the character, especially the first introduction. And we've been only told about V's personality somewhat through the people that knew him. Yeah, but it's just it's very interesting to just see him actually talking, him saying, I don't need any special privileges, everyone needs that power. All right, then your decision has been made. You might fail in your quest and end up melting into the Shinsu around you. But in accordance to your decision, the tower system will forever share the power of evolution with everyone. Very interesting. I don't think we have enough information to pull like a whole theory about it, but it's very interesting. Super intriguing stuff. No, but I'll definitely share my thoughts on this by the end of the chapter. But I think I'm gonna, if I do it right now, it's gonna be too long. As a token of gratitude for the blessing you have bestowed upon the tower. So this is considered a good thing, or at least the God of Guardians is considering it a good thing, like a blessing. He's considering it a blessing, because yes, even if it's gonna bring bad things, you're still technically giving evolution to an entire tower. So it's still like you're changing the whole system, and bad things are going to come along with it. But he still sees it as a blessing, and it's like he so much so that he will give him a token of gratitude. I would like to present you with a gift. This you see here is the mysterious blue fire. The first immediate thing, because we just saw the Theresa and the blue Theresa's whole thing, is that, you know, you see it, the flame hair, the blue fire hair. Immediately I think that it has something to do with the Theresa, right? It has something to do with the blue one. We know that the workshop found the blue Theresa somewhere in the second floor or something, and then they gave it to Bomb in the second floor. That's so interesting. It might be like there's so many theories going in my head. Sorry. This chapter is just really, I might not be like very like reactive just because I'm very tired, but this is crazy. It will make your chosen companion stronger. That is a cool visual, all of them standing in this flame. And keep them safe. Although naturally, like all fires, it could burn you if you're not careful with it. All these metaphors and stuff like it. This is the thing, is that I don't know it's weird. Let's just keep reading. I'll give all my thoughts at the end of the chapter. In any case, I wish you all a most honorable journey. I'll be seeing you again, tower climbers. Hey, we got name dropped. SAU. Just kidding. We got name dropped. Tower climbers. Hey. That's fun. No, but that's fun. I feel like we've heard the term tower climbers before. Have we? I can't remember. I feel like we've just heard climbers. I don't know. But either way, name dropped. Love it. SAU watches my streams confirmed and watches my videos confirmed. That's, if that actually happens, if that ever happens, which is never gonna happen, but if that ever happens, that'll be so cool. That'll be like the greatest honor for me. But that's crazy. No, but that's such an interesting scene. I don't know if it's done, but it's still such an interesting scene. I'll be seeing you again, Tower Climbers. So he's gonna see them again and probably gonna teach them more. Great. Now let's blow this place to bits and stop the mechanoids. V. Oh wait. Oh yeah, this is Yidong saying this. V. Gusting. Dorkmarai. Okay. Oh, he pulled out a book. So Gusting does have a power. I mean, obviously he has powers, but like, he should have his library at this point, and he should have his books at this point, like his books that have power, apparently, right? That he uses very often. Hey, wait! Don't destroy it yet. So V doesn't want them to destroy the machine. Did he just call me Dorkmari? I think it's supposed to be she, because I think it's Jidong saying this, so I'm pretty sure that's a mistranslation. It should be she. Don't destroy it yet. What? We came all this way and now you've changed your mind? I just want to try out this new power. What? Give me a minute. What do you mean? Just wait. V. Damn. So V wants to try out his new powers that he's received through Revolution, and probably maybe the blue flame that he has now from the God of Guardians. I don't know how that actually works, but I don't know if it's an ability of V's, or it might just be an ability of V's now, like the blue flame, the mysterious blue fire or whatever, or it could just be like a thing that he put on all of them because it was spreading around all of them. But it might just be a V exclusive thing that can protect his friends. So he dashes off. He looks so much like Bomb. Like, his face is not like Bomb's actually, and his eyes are more like closed than Bomb's. He doesn't again, the details, his black hair, the eyes, there's facial features that don't look like Bomb, but he has a very strong resemblance to Bomb, obviously, right? But I like that it's not just like a swap between Bomb. It's like literally just like Bomb. Like his face looks exactly like Bomb's face. He's so fast. He might be even faster than Edouard's lightning. That's an interesting topic. That's very interesting. Really? Yeah, Gusting is even like, really? So Edouard's lightning. So also you have to, if we're taking this literally, you also have to take into account that Edouard and none of them except for V have done Revolution yet. So if V is stronger than any of them right now at this current moment, it's because of that. It's because he literally just did Revolution training. So yeah, at this point he might be stronger than Jihad and everyone else. But I feel like it's too soon to say that he's surpassed Data Jihad or people like that. Although he could be at their level. It would make sense that he would be on their level since he's like the lead. He's like a co-leader of the group, it seems, from how they talk about him. Don't just stand there gapping at him. Hey V, stop right there. I just like the interactions. How strange. Huh? I know he doesn't have any. But it's almost like... that's such a cool visual. V has wings. And it goes back into the whole Icarus thing with V and Icarus, and how Icarus said that she doesn't have wings, but he had wings of freedom. That's so interesting, and also such a cool visual. Wings to fly with. Maybe you're seeing his lips flapping. I did. I'm sorry. Yeah. I saw this part of the panel before I read Traumer's line. Yeah, Traumer says, yeah, maybe. And Jinong just burns V. It's like, V's like, oh god, that's hot. That's so funny. Also, sorry, I think I blew out the microphone right there. I just saw like a big spike. Also, something that I didn't mention last stream, but something that is in like the Tower God lore, right? That again, SIU is the author. He can change anything about the Tower God lore that he's mentioned years before, right? Into now the current story. He could change anything, right? And that's exciting. It's better that way, I think. It doesn't limit him to things he said years ago, right? So anything can change, right? And that's exciting. But in my opinion, anything that hasn't been changed yet should be counted as canon, right? It at least for me, that's how I see it. Unless SAU just has retconned it completely, it should still be followed as like, yeah, somewhat canon, right? Because it's still part of the story. It still should be part of the lore until it's been retconned, right? That's fair. That's how I see it. That's how I've always looked at the information that we've been given. Jedong's flames, the Yon flame, which this should be the Yon flame, in the Tower God lore came from a master. It wasn't a Shinto quality it wasn't like a Shinto quality that came from herself. It was bestowed to her by someone else, an old master, it was said. And it says that Evankel may have a similar relation to the masters as well, of that flame and stuff like that. So if that's still true, again, it could be completely retconned, then at this point, that journey for Yidong had already happened because she already has the Yon flames. That's all I wanted to say. I'm not saying it's like either a retcon or like something, because we have no context of when that whole master thing happened, like the fire master thing even happened in her life. It could have happened really early into the climb. It could have happened at the end of it. We don't know, but it just could be that it happened really early and now she has the flames. That's legit all it could be. Agreed. I don't know what you just agreed with me on. But thank you for agreeing with me. I appreciate it with all my soul. You talk about the what's it called? I forgot what I was just talking about. I am so tired today. The retcon things, like, unless it's been fully retconned, we should still take it as fact until it's been retconned. I think that's what you're agreeing with me on, which again, thank you. It means a lot. But no, that's just how I always view it, that any blog post and information we get from the blog post should be taken as canon until it's been retconned. And then when it's retconned, yeah, throw the blog post one away. But it shouldn't be like, oh, SAU did that like 10 years ago, so it's not canon or whatever, and it's not in the story, so it's not canon. I don't think it should be viewed like that. I also just love this panel a lot. I remember now. Perhaps this is Traumer, I think. Maybe. I remember now. Perhaps we enjoyed ourselves at the time, but in the end, it was a tragic decision. What the decision that V made that gave the tower evolution, so to speak, right? So that decision, even if in the beginning it was fine, it had tragic effects, which the God of Guardians even said it would have tragic effects. So that's, yeah. It's difficult to recall my emotions, but I do remember, yeah, this is trauma. It's difficult to recall my emotions, but I do remember one thing. The tower was far more cruel than amusing back then. Yeah, I mean, like, the tower back then was like, yeah, like, we get it. Like, the Jihad Empire is not a good thing. There's a lot of propaganda. There's a lot of things. And there's the tower is still a very, very cruel place. And the tests are very, very hard and cruel. And people die all the time. Literally, the first test we've ever fully seen, aside from the ball test, is people coming into the tower and being told to kill like 2,000 people. Basically, kill anyone until the number gets down to 2,000 regulars. And no one had a problem with that, right? The tower is just a cruel place. But I'm guessing that comparatively to the past, the tower right now looks a lot more peaceful and a lot more controlled than the tower in the past. What if V survived? What if V survived? I don't know. Let me think for a second. He would you know what? I honestly think if he survived, he would be the head of Fug. Fug would not be a thing. Lustlike would still be serving V, and V would be the head of Fug, or whatever name that they go to it. Let's say, because you didn't say that Arlene survived, you just said that V survived. So let's say, what if V survived and Arlene died? Or what if Arlene was the one who died? I honestly don't think, for whatever reason, I have my own theories about how Arlene left the tower. I don't think V would have gotten out of the tower. V would have kept being in the tower, and he would have ran the organization of Fug. Yeah, I think that's a very interesting topic to talk about, if Arlen was the one who died and not V. But yeah, that's just how I think about it. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, because I need to do something. Yeah. Let's just do that. Like, there we go. Just need to set up the stream thing again, because it's lagging for me. There you go. That should be fine. Cool. Cool. Now let's keep going back into the reading. Or maybe it was just us. It was just us who was more cruel, or becoming more cruel. They keep coming. Whoa, that is damn. That's a lot of them. Who's that? That's Gusting, I think, and that's who? The red. I see red. Can't see it that well. It's probably gonna get another panel. But that's also a big panel. But yeah, there's a lot of them. Damn. There are too many of them. Yeah, that's a long panel. Yeah, If we don't open the waterway soon. Oh, it was Jihad. It was Jihad who was with Custing here. If we don't open the waterway soon, well, we are both doomed. Jihad's like banging on the door. Damn it! Oh, we just full on see Jihad. You see, he looks exactly like. I like how he looks. His outfit is exactly the same as his Data version. No, that's just Jihad. Yeah, we just see Data Jihad again, basically. But now this is the real Jihad at the same time. Period. Ed1, urine. Wow, wait, he said urine. I for some reason I almost glimpsed over that, and I thought he was for some reason I thought he was mentioning Jedong when he said urine. No, urine. He just name dropped urine. Okay, cool. So urine's name is not changed. Urine. Did we, when we saw her in the flashback, was her name Urine? Was there a bubble saying urine? I don't remember if there was. I don't think there was, actually. So this is the first time we've ever heard Urine's name dropped in the story, like outside a blog post, I think. We had no trouble opening the door when we came. We had no trouble to open. Sorry, I can't read that. We had no trouble opening the door when we came in here. Why won't it open now? Shit. Damn, but that's. Damn, that's crazy. Okay. Sorry, I was just still thinking about the urine thing. I don't. It'll be crazy if we saw her this chapter, but I don't think so. Oh no, there's a whole army of them, and we're not even allowed to kill a single mechanoid or we'll fail the test. That's interesting. This is a different test than the one that we just saw then, and that also looks like a different thing, I think, because they were definitely killing mechanoids. In the other one, Jordan like took a lot of them out or something, with her flames, or some of them out with her flames. But this is a different test, and this test they can't kill a single mechanoid or they'll fail. That's crazy. Any minute now. What is this one? Whoa, that is. Oh, is it like fall? Oh, is it falling? These are like falling ones. I thought this was, from perspective, I thought this was a ginormous one. It reminded me of like an AT-AT from Star Wars. I thought it was a ginormous one, but no, these, because of this one, you see that they're like just falling by this perspective. That's so okay. That makes a lot more sense. But yeah, also, yeah, like I said before, I love that all the mechanoids have a different design. Like some of them have different eyes, different amount of eyes. They're just really cool, detailed, and almost every single one of them looks different, which I appreciate. Must be a lot of work for all the assistants and for SIU himself. They'll be here. Sorry, because they paid. Yeah, any minute now they'll be here. There we go. It's your fault for rushing in there without a proper plan. I thought you were supposed to be smart. Is that who's that? Is that Traumarai? Because of the black, I think. We didn't expect a sudden mechanoid attack like that. We were just trying to rescue the people inside. The people inside. There's people here. Damn. That's huge. Yeah, this place is huge. Also, this seems like the background of this. I don't want to make too many speculations, but the background of this reminds me a lot. Let me just zoom into it so you guys can see what I'm talking about. It looks a lot like obviously, again, just like the thing I mentioned before with the portal to the God of Guardians room, this layout of where they are right now, it looks a lot like the Hell Train. Like, just a very more detailed version of the Hell Train. Right? It could be any other place, but I think at this point they are on the Hell Train. That's just what I think, honestly. It should just make sense because of the Guardian and everything. Who's that? I just saw that. I zoomed in. There are also some huge ones. Like this one's huge compared to the other mechanoids, but this one. Or are these? That looks like, that doesn't look like mechanoids. Just keep reading, I guess. The people, we're just trying to rescue the people inside. Yeah, it was trauma. What should we do? Pretty soon the mechanoids will be all over those two. But we can't open the floodgates right now. If we do, okay, so the people that I saw, that's a super big detail. Little detail. They were right here. They're actually, you can see them right here. If we do, all those people they try to save will die. So there's a mechanism here in this game, wherever they are, that will that will destroy the mechanoids. They can't kill the mechanoids, but if they do it, all the other people die that they try to save. The goal of this test is to open the water gate and wipe out all the mechanoids. But that's a trap. Oh, we're seeing Viol and I keep saying Viol. Sorry, force of habit. We keep seeing V. We are seeing V in actual clothing now. And again, like I said before, this is not what V looks like when he got to the top of the tower. It shouldn't be, because we've seen other flashbacks of him with robes and stuff like that. And it makes sense. Traumar doesn't look anything how he looked like at the end of the climb either. So yeah. But that's a trap. By opening the water gate, the waterway will be killing those people. I'll go down and try to save them. What? But that's suicide. There isn't enough time. The mechanoids will reach those two first. If you go down there, you'll be caught up in the massacre as well. Are you trying to make this decision even more difficult for us? But it looks like Traumar is thinking. Yeah, the bubble. Disgusting. Jihad. I'll do it. Traumar. Wait. What are you thinking? As you all know. Oh wait, what is he doing? As you all know, I don't really like people. Trauma. But hold on, there must be another way. You all are different. You might end up liking them someday. Stop. Traumrai. So Traumrai opens the water. He pulls the lever, just like it's the thing that Jihad said last chapter. That I knew it. I knew it when it was like there was two separate sentences. There's a sentence that says, "Do you remember the day that we pulled the lever?" And then it said, ever since that day, we pulled a lot of levers. I knew that the first one that he meant was real, and the second one was a metaphor, because that just makes more sense. Because he was like, "Do you remember the day?" Right? So this is the day that Traumrai pulled the lever. Traumrai literally pulled the lever and opened the waterway to destroy the mechanoids. It's like the Tali problem. Sacrificing a bunch of random people to save your friends. Trauma, I pulled the first lever, or what I assumed is the many that the 13 warriors had to pull on their journey. Yes, exactly. Perfect explanation. Yes, definitely like the Tali problem. 100%. Yeah, they're just all the mechanisms are getting destroyed by the Shinsu water. The waterway's open. Oh no. All those people. Yeah, these people are just gonna die. No. Traumrai. Yeah, Traumrai's not happy about it. That's the thing. It's Traumrai's like not like he did it, but he's not like just because somebody does it doesn't mean that you have to be happy about doing it or like anything like that, right? Damn, that's a good panel though. He just falls. Damn. That's a lot of mechanoids. They would have, yeah. Damn. Both of them now fall to the ground. Damn, they look so defeated. The Gustang and Jihad. He looks even tinier now because of this. Damn. And yeah, and Traumrai just falls as well. Damn, that's so crazy. Like, we don't know how old they are, but they might be kids. Like think about that. They might not be that old actually. Like the age in the tower is always like weird, right? We know that. We get that. But they might actually not be that old. Like they might not be like 100 years old. They might honestly just be kids. We don't know how old they might be, but they might just be young, really young in terms of the tower. And for them for this to happen, that's crazy. Yeah, he just lets go of the lever. He just slumped. A great panel. Great, amazing panel of Traumrai. The tower made us cruel. That's such a good line. The tower made us cruel. This tower is, just like Wang Nan said, this tower is a cruel place. The tower is a very, very cruel place. And it creates borders between people. And yeah, even before Jihad's whole system, the tower was just a cruel place. And I love that. I love getting reminded of that. I love because there's a lot of things that we don't focus on the tower itself many times in the story because we're focusing on everything else, like Jihad's empire and everything around the current day present of the tower, right? So we're not really getting the tower itself, but when through these flashbacks of the family heads, we see a more primitive side of the tower before the family heads, before all these things. So now we're just seeing how cruel the tower can be by itself without Jihad. They're just walking. I don't know why, but I love this. I wish this was like a full picture of V. I don't know why, just the face, his face is drawn, and like the little, like the glow on his eye. I like that a lot. That is a really good panel of V. Maybe even crueler than we expected. What the hell could it be? What's happening? Those people here weren't the only ones. Oh no. So much more so. Oh my Jesus. Oh my God. That's... The panel just keeps going and going. Yeah, they definitely earned that violence warning. Damn. These two are hugging. Oh my God. That's insane. Bro. Does that mean we're sinners? To be continued. Wow. Such a great chapter. I think the last chapter was a little better, but still, just because of this one's pacing felt a little weird. But honestly, great chapter. Honestly, like this chapter a lot. We got to see more. We got to see more Jihad and all that stuff. We got to see more V. But we got into the whole thing about the whole guilt, and not the guilt. We got into another aspect of Traumarai. Great. Traumarai is definitely one of the most, honestly, one of the best characters. And not just Traumarai, because the thing is that through Traumarai we get the characterization for every other family head. That's the thing, is that we're getting if we get like a Traumarai backstory is a backstory of the tower, right? Because he was one of the first to climb the tower, right? So anything involving Traumarai is technically involving the beginnings, right? So every single time we get a flashback of Traumarai, technically we get another piece of look into the past of the family heads, of what they were like and everything like that, and all the tests they did and how the tower was before and everything like that. So Traumarai is just a amazing addition to the story because of the purpose that he serves, and he's just an amazing, and overall, even if you take all that out, by himself he's an amazing character. It's and definitely an amazing villain, right? With so many layers and so many different time periods and things that you can look at and do like a whole video analysis for. Whenever Traumarai's character is fully done, I want to do like a whole Traumarai analysis video, breaking down Traumarai's not only life, but his whole character, and examining more, right? Because it definitely deserves a whole video, like essay for that. So now since we finished the chapter, the thing I wanted to talk the most about, which I feel like was obvious, was the beginning. Let's you know what? Let's stay on this panel. A great chapter, right? Let's talk a little bit. Let's have some fun. Let's do some theories about what I think all of this really even means. This whole evolution thing that the God of Guardians has presented to us, right? This chapter cements Traumarai as being a really amazing, complex villain. Would love to see that video on him 100%, and I will. And trust me, when his character's done, because I talk to my friends. Like I said, I talk to my friends about video ideas, and they tell me when to do a video idea or if it's better to wait on it, because they read ahead. They've told me don't do that video yet. I've had that video idea for a long time now. They've told me don't do that yet. We are still, even to this day, learning more stuff about Traumarai, right? But so it'll be better to do it when all that stuff is wrapped up. And that video is probably going to be a very long one because there's a lot to his character, and a lot of time periods that we have seen of his character. Yeah, but Traumarai is an amazing character. This whole evolution and revolution thing, like I said, I compared it a lot to the whole Gojo thing that happened in Jujutsu Kaisen, because that's the best example that I can think of right now at the top of my head. It feels like this decision. I don't think the God of Guardians like snapped his finger and made. By the way, just to get it clear, I didn't talk about it because I was thinking about it a little bit. I was like, how can the God of Guardian do this? I don't think the God of Guardians did anything. I think that the thing that made the tower change is not the God of Guardians. It's not him snapping his finger and now the tower has changed. I think it's the decision that V made that made the tower change. Just as soon as he made that decision, as soon as V made the decision of sharing revolution to everyone else in his group, that allowed evolution to carry on throughout the entire tower. And like the Guardian said, evolution is a good, it's not a black and white thing. It's a great thing. Evolution can mean great things, evolution can mean horrible things. And yeah, like he said, evolution, it could come in the way of the villains and the enemies and the demons and all the Therissas and all the things all the bad things in the tower that we perceive as bad. But it also opens the door to evolution in a positive way. Of course it does. But since this tower was already so cruel before, this opens the gate of so much crueler stuff into the tower. And I honestly don't know I don't know if you were put in V's position, would you do that? If you were told that this would come at a positive and a negative to the tower, would you have done it? I mean, I think I would say yes, even if all this, but it's very difficult to say yes because knowing all this stuff. But we also have the hindsight of knowing the present, right? Of how cruel the tower is already. These guys, again, like I said, they're young. All they know is that they can't climb the tower alone. So yeah, it's weird. No, other than that, it's super interesting. Super interesting chapter. Love the Guardian stuff, love everything about it. Love the implications, and like even the Guardian said right here, as a token of your gratitude for the blessing you have bestowed upon the tower. So this change on the Guardian's eyes is a blessing, even if it comes at negatives. It's very weird. But yeah. Also, final thing before I go, this should be the panel that I leave off on, because we got name dropped. And that's all that matters. No, but yeah, very enjoyable chapter. I really love this chapter. And I'm excited to see more of this content, because this is only the first part, apparently. Because it was Traumatized Memory Fragments Part 1. So yeah, basically that. So we'll definitely be probably getting this next week as well, more of this, and I'm looking forward to it a lot. We got your name dropped also, forgot about that, just remembered it, and that's crazy. That's definitely crazy. I wish we would have seen Urine. That would have been cool. But yeah, so out of all the family heads, now that I think about it, the only ones that we haven't seen are Arihan. Yeah, it's Arihan, Hendelog, Blood Matter, Tupari, and Blossom. Yes, Blossom. I think that's all the other. I think I made a poll about that too. We haven't seen any of them. We only know some hypothetical things about them, and some stuff from the blog post, and that's basically it. Those are the only family heads we don't know anything about yet, and we haven't seen the story at all, right? But yeah, so not much else to say really. I think I've said everything that I needed to. And I've told you guys my theory about the whole revolution thing. I think also another thing is that now, since we know that revolution and evolution are different things, then I would say that revolution, although we only seen present trauma and gusting, yes, we've seen, yes, that's true, technically. I was gonna say that we have seen in the flashback of Yuri when she was younger, we saw urine, but not fully, right? We half of her face was not shown, only her lips. We saw a little bit of her hair, stuff like that, whatever. But even then, that's not present day urine, you could say, because urine is back then Yuri was a little kid, and Yuri's like 500 years old, so she could still look different. But yeah, we've only seen present day gusting and trauma. Yes, that's a thing. But we've seen in general, you know what I mean? We've seen all of them. We've seen most of them. And Arlene we haven't fully seen, but we have seen like her back and stuff like that. But so we have some images of what she may look like, right? Her clothing and all that stuff. We have also seen Ari Han in Joaquin's flashback. Yes, that's true. I forgot about that. We have seen Ari Han in Joaquin's flashback, which is even, if you don't count the Yuri flashback, that's even, the Joaquin flashback is way later. Well, in the timeline of Tiger God. Joaquin is so much older than Yuri is. But yeah. So, but if you count those, then we've seen 4. We've seen trauma gusting, urine, and Ari Han, and that's it. Basically, right? We have not seen any other in present day. We have never seen any of them as family heads except for those 4. But we have seen more than those in flashbacks. So yeah, that's basically it. I don't really have anything else to say. I think I've said everything. What was I going to say about, I think I didn't even mention what I was going to say. Oh yeah, revolution and evolution. Revolution and evolution, now that we know those are 2 separate terms, I think also there should be a differentiate. Like there should be, since they were said at the same sentence, but like they were also said like separate, right? I would assume that they're very similar, and revolution is exclusively to irregulars and evolution is for non-irregulars, right? Evolution, just basic evolution, and revolution is kind of like the upgraded version of that, where you can evolve way faster than others because of the whole revolution thing. I think that's another way of looking at it that I think is very interesting. But yeah, other than that, I'll probably be signing right now, and I'm probably gonna lay on my bed and pass out. Nothing really much to that. I've been very tired. So yeah, I'm gonna be, I don't remember when I fully said when I'm gonna be coming back to making the videos, but I feel like I want to start making them soon, probably this week. Maybe on Wednesday I'll actually start doing the visuals for either one. Maybe I'll make a poll to see which one you guys want to see first, the Tails user story video or the head-on versus Enryu video, because it's definitely one of those. I've already made the audios for them, right? But I gotta say though, the Tails user story video, that's one of my favorite videos I've ever made. Like straight up one of my favorites. And I have so much more appreciation for SAU and anything he might possibly could do with this story later on. It's so cool. and I'll be super happy to be making that video. I think the whole process for that video is going to be fun to do, not just the recording part. So yeah, maybe look out for that poll. Maybe I'll be doing that poll soon, maybe tomorrow. Wish you all have a wonderful day, and yeah, bye. I probably shouldn't be like that. I put it for the be right back thing. Sorry, that was a fail on my part. Okay, bye guys. Have a wonderful day.